Welcome to the Watchdogs, straight with no chase editorial, where information is in abundance and truth is not compromised.
Greetings, family. This is Nina Causey, the Watchdogs Editor-in-Chief. As usual, I must begin my message with hopes you are in good health and spirits. Allow me to jump right in. When living so closely to our neighbors, it is inevitable there will be some drama somewhere. From disturbing one's peace, parking in the wrong space, not cleaning up behind one's pet, leaving trash in the hallway, and the list goes on. These things are indeed frustrating and problematic, and yes, they do need to be addressed, no doubt. But some members have made it a personal crusade to address these infractions in the midst of more sinister things, which may very well cost us all more than just a place to park. For starters, allow me to give you a few examples of how our misplaced campaigns and crusades allow for others to exploit us simply because our eye is on the wrong prize. Let's start with gentrification. In case you don't know what gentrification is, allow me to acquaint you with its meaning. It is a process of renovation of deteriorated urban neighborhoods by means of the influx of more affluent residents. In layman terms, it is the process of displacing the poor to accommodate the wealthy. While Fountain Court still has physical appeal, we are nonetheless in the midst of deteriorated urban neighborhoods with an invasion of the more prosperous individuals who are looking for the next best place to take over. Could that be Fountain Court? Secondly, we have political indifference. We have political representation that deprives its poor citizens of water, and when the water is not deprived, it's literally poisoned. Our children are denied a quality education because of political misspending and the creation of controversial alternative schools, which, based on who you speak with, are just as deplorable as conventional public schools. But still, let's move on. Dan Gilbert, founder and chairman of Quicken Loans, an alleged predatory lender, just recently displayed an ad campaign illustrating how he wanted others to perceive his vision for Detroit. Needless to say, his vision was unequivocally and entirely void of color. Make no mistake, this is a vision that is shared by developers, investors, and most everyone who is presently seated as your represented voice, all of which, in one way or another, ultimately benefit from your displacement. To begin wrapping this thing up, as par for the course, we as a collective people own nothing. Our illiterate and misplaced consumerism empowers and enriches everyone else outside of ourselves, making us a mockery as well as an easy target for exploitation at every turn. We have to go to everyone else for everything we need, which makes us literally at the mercy of everyone. Mind you, you are at the mercy of those who wouldn't have a damn thing to do with you if you were not spending your dollar with them. Now, with all things considered, gentrification, misplaced consumerism, poisoned water, foreclosures, deplorable education, racial profiling, legislative thievery, redlining, etc., don't you think your personal crusades should be elevated into a movement addressing what truly has a chokehold on all of us? Yet, the urgency for us is to entertain and perpetuate foolishness, instead of educating ourselves on how to effectively confront and overcome the more serious threats we are all faced with. I will leave the listener with a quote by Malcolm X. I, for one, believe that if you give people a thorough understanding of what confronts them and the basic causes that produce it, they'll create their own program, and when the people create a program, you get action. We can only hope. Thank you for listening to the Watchdog Straight with No Chaser editorial. This is Nina Causey, Editor-in-Chief. Have a wonderful day, and remember, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it.